Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Selenium interview questions. That is it mandatory to add .gitignore file while creating GitHub repositories? Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. When you create GitHub remote cloud repository, okay, you have an option to add .gitignore file. In this file, we generally mention the list of the names of folders and files that you don't want the Git to track. Okay. But is it mandatory to add such kind of file while creating the GitHub repository? The answer is no. It is optional, guys. Okay. Whether you want to add this .gitignore file or not to this GitHub repository is up to you. In what cases you want to add this .gitignore file to the GitHub repositories? Whenever you have a list of files or folders which you don't want the Git to track, or you want the Git to ignore such kind of files and folders from tracking. In such case only, okay, we have to add this .gitignore file while creating the GitHub repositories. It's optional. Okay, the answer is optional. Let me practically demonstrate this for you. For that, I'll open this browser and take you to the github.com application. I'll click on sign in. Once I click on sign in, I'll give the email address and password of this account. After entering the password and signing in, I'll click on this profile icon, click on your repositories. I'll get a list of existing repositories and click on this new button. Okay, then you will get a create a new repository option. In the repository name, you just give some repo name like repo new demo. Okay, try something like this. And here, there's an option add .gitignore. Okay, this is optional, guys. Whether you want to add this gitignore file while creating this repository or not is optional. Okay, when do you add this kind of file while creating the repository to this particular repository? Whenever you have some files and folders in this repository in your local machine, local repo that you don't want to get tracked by this Git. In such cases only you have to add .gitignore. Okay, this file will contain the names of the files and folders, okay, that need not be tracked, that should be ignored from tracking by Git, okay, in our local repos. So fine. So without adding this gitignore file, I'm just creating the repository, and in a while you will see that the repo got created, and even though we have not added the .gitignore file, still we are able to create the repository. So hence you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration in this session. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.